Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to jump on. I was still thinking about the video that I reacted to yesterday. I made this video reacting to this video, and I've been thinking about it. I got up this morning and saw that it was getting a ton of views, and I wanted to say thank you. I also wanted to shout out Wesker's widow. She also reacted to the same video, and I'm going to link that in the description if you want to check it out and show her video some love. It'd mean a lot to me. There's no reason that she doesn't have over 1,000 subscribers right now on YouTube. She did an amazing job in her video. I just finished watching it. Also, I want to shout out RefinedKills again. He made the original video, and if he hadn't made that video, well, then I wouldn't have had anything to react to, and he does not have enough subscribers on his channel either, so please go show both of these creators some love. Now I'm just going to kind of ramble on here while you watch some of my gameplay from this morning. So I got up, I watched Wesker Widow's video. I was thinking about my video, saw that it was kind of doing well, and I got to thinking about, why do killers tunnel? Why do they camp? And I started playing some games. I thought I would go in, and if I got camped or tunneled, I would, no hate sent, but I would just ask, hey, why'd you do this? What did I do? Did I do something to deserve this? What makes you, why do you play like this? And again, no hate, I'm not gonna deny that I camp and tunnel. I mean, sometimes I do it, and I guess the reason that I do it is because lack of skill as a killer. As much as I don't want to say that, but it's you got to be honest about it. And sometimes I will if I going against some toxic survivors or I feel like I'm being bullied. I might. Yeah, I have before at least. I'm trying to do better. I'm kind of a reformed tunneler and camper, and I will admit sometimes as a survivor I cry about it. It happens. I tend to wait until it's been multiple games in a row, but is it really that big of an issue? I mean, I just played 10 games this morning and I got camped and tunneled none. I did see one camper. I believe it was, I don't think it was this game. I did record the game. I think it was a huntress, and it was after all the gates. I mean, all the generators were done and the gates were being opened, and I was still able to swoop in and get the save. But yeah, you can't really fault the I don't fault the killer anyway. I mean, killer's hard, and RefinedKills made some great points about why they do it. But this is just me just talking about kind of just like I said. I'm just gonna kind of ramble on, talking about just how I see it this morning. Tomorrow morning can be different. Well, I mean, technically not tomorrow because I won't be playing Dead by Daylight tomorrow. I'm going out of town for Thanksgiving and spend some time with my family. I hope you're having, you have some great plans for your Thanksgiving and you're going to have some time with your family. And I am a little bummed out. I did want to try out the new visually upgraded Auto Haven maps. Those are my favorite maps in the game, but you know what, they'll still be here when I get back next week, or actually this coming weekend I should say, because we're coming back on Saturday. We're going to visit my mother-in-law, who I adore, and I can't wait to see her. But yeah, so why do killers camp? Why do they tunnel? I guess sometimes they do it just to be mean, but I feel like you get more of that we'll say toxic with air quotes behavior from survivors, and I can say that I'm a survivor in Maine. Well, actually, I can say whatever I want to because this is my video. You can agree with it. You don't have to. Just try to be nice if you don't agree with it. But I do definitely think that survivors are more on the toxic side when it comes to just behavior. I've had in many times in in-game chat. So I always try to send a message. I always try to send something positive to the killer. Just because killer's hard, like in this game right here, I went against somebody who was pretty new to nurse, and they had some great blinks. And in the game chat, I told them, nice game, you played well. They were a little bit down about some of their about the game the way it turned out, but I think they had some pretty good blinks, and it didn't bother me to tell them that. It didn't hurt me at all. I mean, even if I died, it's just a game. But yeah, there's no harm in building someone up. We don't always have to tear people down. I mean, especially over a video game. We're adults. I mean, my son's 12 and he acts better than the majority of the player base. But yeah, just some thoughts. Why do you think people camp in tunnel? I think it's probably a skill issue. I do. Or you know, I had one back when I played a lot of killer. If I had a series of rough games, I might do it just, I don't know, maybe just do it just because I was frustrated, out of frustration. And why was I frustrated? Well, that was probably a lack of skill, as much as I don't want to admit that. You know, we like to think that we're really good at this stuff, but you know, sometimes we just have to admit we're not. You know, she had a great blink right there, and but yeah, I mean, we can't all be noob when it comes to Survivor. I guess that's kind of a, some of you watching, if you're new, you may even know not even know who that is. But so I guess maybe I should say we can't all be Aaron, even though you know, I think noob. If I was gonna build like a Mount Rushmore of Survivor players, noob would be on it for sure. He'd be the top. He is, to me, the best Survivor player I've ever seen. And a lot of people say about him being toxic, but you know, I don't think there's anything toxic about him. He just played with what the game. He played like within what the game would allow. You know, I think toxicity is more about the behavior, and if you go into the game just to harass the killer, yeah, that's toxic. Flashlight saves, body blocks, you know, dropping a pallet to get a pallet stun, save a teammate. None of that's toxic. It's just part of the game. It's just what it is, you know. And we don't have to win every game. You know, you can. At least I can. I can have fun and get my butt kicked, and I have many times, especially playing killer, and sometimes playing Survivor. Sometimes, you know, you go in with I've gone in with my crew, my son, my good friend Funko Pop Guy 22, and Colt Snacks 12. We'll go in and we'll get totally dominated. But it doesn't mean we didn't have a good time getting killed, getting destroyed. I don't know. Maybe I'm strange. Maybe that way of thinking is not the norm, I guess we could say. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and share some of my thoughts this morning as I play my games. Couldn't sleep during the night. I woke up at like 2 o'clock this morning. I've been playing from like 2 to 6. It's about 6 o'clock now, so maybe 2 to 5:30. And then I thought I'd jump on and make this video. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think about anything that I've said. I hope you're able to enjoy this video despite all the kind of the rambling and just thoughts. You know, I'm just kind of saying whatever pops in my head. I did try this for the first time today, the whatever that D perk is that lets you get your exhaustion built back up sooner. And I have to say I enjoyed this build. I played most of my games this morning this way. But yeah, I think I've already kind of been winding the video down quite a few times, and you're probably like, man, would you just shut up? But I just wanted to share some thoughts with you, and say please be nice as you're playing your games. Let's not be mean. Let's kill the killers with kindness if you're playing Survivor. Killers, you know, I think most killers are just good people. You know, they're just trying to play a game, and we don't know what. This is a rough time of year, you know. It can be especially as we get closer to Christmas. You know, it can be a rough time of the year. A lot of people with depression, and sometimes family dynamics aren't the best. And you know, we play games to escape this kind of, you know, escape reality. You know, that's really, when you think about it, that's why we play games. Yeah, they're fun, but we need, at least for me, I play games to escape a little bit. The world's a mean place. We don't have to let our games be that mean, you know. Just be nice to each other. That's what I guess that's what I'm getting to. Just try to be nice. Let's not make things worse. Let's let people escape their whatever it is they need to escape from. I know, like, back when my mom's a train wreck. When she had her last relapse, games, especially Dead by Daylight, was a good escape for me. And being the oldest son, who kind of everything fell on my shoulders, it was good to be able to escape and get away from it for a little bit. And then when my 2 daughters during COVID, when they decided they didn't want to live with me anymore because I was going to make them wear masks of all things, they took off. And Dead by Daylight and that's when I found The Last of Us. It ended up being one of my favorite games. But yeah, those games helped me escape, and I dealt with some pretty hateful stuff during some of my Dead by Daylight games, and you know, it made me think, do I really want to play this when I'm dealing with this? But so I did kind of leave the game for a little bit then. But yeah, we just don't know what someone's going through. I guess that's what I'm saying. You know, kindness is free. It doesn't matter if you get tunneled and or you get camped and your feelings get hurt. You know, think about it. There's a person on the other end of that screen. Yeah, just think about their feelings too, I guess. And I will let you watch the rest of this. I'm gonna kind of be quiet now. I don't really know that I have anything else worth saying, or you may not even want to hear what I have to say. I don't know. This is the first kind of video I've made like this. Usually it's just gameplay and a lot of laughing, and sometimes I have my cam up in the corner. But yeah, I'll be quiet now. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do all the YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you're watching on mobile, leave me a hype, and please go give RefinedKills and Wesker's Widow some love. I will leave their channels again linked in the description, and I'll just let you watch the rest of this game without me running my big mouth.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.